Hello everybody and welcome to CC Sim Racing. I'm your host Craig Cook and we're here for round 2 of the AWRC, or the AWR Championship as we like to call it now, sponsored by Leap. Thank you to everyone who has joined us, and with me in the commentary box tonight again, I'm very pleased to say, is Jesse Linquela. Jesse, you've got to stop doing this, mate.
I know, and happy President's Day to all my friends in America today. It's today's President's Day, so it's very exciting. Everybody's
happy holidays.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get tons of Americans piling into the lobby today to watch it. So they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, days off. That's what we like to see. Days off, having fun, lots of prezzies. Great to see. But yeah, thanks for joining us in, Jesse, on your day off. So but have a fantastic rest of your day. But it can't get any better than the AWRC, surely, mate.
This is as big as it gets.
God, you're such a smooth talker. Right, anyway, so let's get on with this. Well, we are here for round number 2, and what a round we had last time at the Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse. It was absolutely mental. Let's take a look at the championship standings as it stands at the moment, with Speed Queen, the Super Queen, we might as well call her Super Queen. Speed Queen with 16 points there. Martine trying her best to try and get that win on 15 points. Mami Khan with a super podium there, 14 points. Sophie on 13, Annalisa Wright on 12, Esther on 11, Roller Grand on 10, Sarah Hawkey on 9, Froxy on 8, unfortunately not here today. Isa Hannah again on 7, not here today, but we do have Fiona back, who is racing with us, which is fantastic. And we have got also Sylvia Rose, who's coming back. Obviously, she's been at Bathurst. Oh, well, you didn't know that, obviously, but I say obviously all the time, so it's obvious that she's back next time round. But there we go. That is the table for the championship going into this round, which is Bathurst. And if you didn't see any of the Bathurst 12-hour, go and watch it. It was completely amazing. And as Salim just says there, like and subscribe. We do appreciate it. So welcome everybody. We are in qualifying now, and we do have drivers on track. So Jesse, you've had a look at this. What are you suggesting? What is looking tasty out there? Who is looking the faster driver? And what a track it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see. We had Speed Queen kind of just roll right in and take it last race, and so I'm kind of excited to see if these ladies are thinking, well, that new driver just walked right in and thinks she can just run this place. I'm excited to see if drivers like Sophie or Mammy or even Martine, all those good drivers that traditionally run up front. I'd love to see, or even Esther on it too. She could get after it too. But I'm hoping they feel a little insulted that she just walked right in and took that crown last week.
Yeah, she was like Sade, the smooth operator. Literally came in, walked in, never spoken to her before, and then just says, "Yep, I'm." Just to let you know, she is part of the Red Bull group, which is amazing. So it just goes to show what sort of talent she is. Apparently, Formula One racing esports driver as well. So she's come into GT7 just to have a bit of fun. Says the A+ driver. Yeah. So yeah, lovely to see that.
Then of course she just walks right out of the bar, doing the beauty queen wave on the way out. We're like, what just happened here?
Exactly, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, amazing race, and we're hoping for the same with the Super Tow as well. Should see quite a lot of interest down the Comrod Straight, which is going to be epic, and also down the Mountain Straight. So 2 long straights here, so we should see some action there as we look at Sophie just slamming the wall, just coming towards the skyline. Which is very unfortunate for her there, but hopefully on a mission to do well tonight, so we'll see how she gets on. But Sophie just about do her first lap, so is Esther. So Esther looking for a few more places up the grid this time round, so hopefully she does. Let's see how she goes through the S's and into the dipper. This is a very, very tough corner as well. Got to get this right. It's easy, as you can see, to lose the back end, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking about how beautiful this track is. You got this big mountain up on top. You drive right up in a hurry, and then you got to wiggle down all these little curves back and forth, back and forth. It makes her exciting, and it can end races in a hurry too. We've seen so many times where you just run, you're just doing great, you're feeling good, and then zoom right off into the wall, because there's not much grass in these curves. It's all basically wall if you make a mistake.
Oh, hell yeah. And as you see, coming down the Conrad Straight now is Esther. So we're going to see these times coming through now, and then into the chase. Very tough corner as well. Hard on the brakes. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do in the super toes, because obviously it's like a bit like DRS. It sounds like I'm saying super toe, as in like your toe, your foot, your toenail. Really weird. Yeah. Crosses the line now. So Sophie did go against the wall, but she goes through with a 2:16 to start us off proceeding. So let's have a look. So what does Esther do coming through now? She comes across the line, very similar time. So 2:17, yeah, 2:17 is pretty good there as she comes through. There is Sarah Hawkey. She has Roller Grad and Annalise Wyatt back her here as Sarah comes across the line now. She did a 22, so a bit of wall grinding there somewhere along the line. There is Annalise Wright. She's gone into second place. Roller Grad into fourth. So this is where that super toe might kick in here, and very, very beneficial indeed, as Mammy literally stole pole position, and then that lady's back again. She's just stole it back from Mammy with a 2:14.1. So plenty to play for, Jesse.
Man, that's crazy. You know, and those two are right next to each other. So I'm wondering if that super toe with those two, which are two of the faster racers that we have on track right now, you get that super toe working on. Well, we almost have 3 straights, really. So I mean, you can get a lot of speed out of that. So it looks like that was very beneficial for those two.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to see my daughter there. She's like, don't forget to like. Thank you, everyone. And great to see a lot of shares coming in. 41 views. Come on, let's get out to 70. We were up to 67 last time out. So wherever you are, get off the phone. Stop eating your dinner. You got a good race happening here at Bathurst, and it's going to be absolutely epic. So Speed Queen at the moment in pole position. Mammy in second for TNR. Then we got Sophie in third. Again, just knocking the wall coming through the forest elbow there, which again, very tough corner. Got to get that right, and it's just the undulations in the corner. As you turn in, it does want to get that back end out, and look, with this little car with the turbo as well, does make a difference. But Annalisa right now on the back of Sarah Hawkey. So Annalisa looking for a very, very quick lap here as she goes into the S's and through the dipper, and then into Forest Elbow again we come. Esther's coming down Conrod Straight now, coming towards the chase, and Sophie is just about to pop in another lap. So let's see where she goes this time round. Hard on the brakes. We'll take a look at the other drivers in a moment, but here comes Sophie using all that track and a little bit more. I do like saying that, and she's going to cross the line now with a 2:15, and she's just under a second from Speed Queen. So that's a great lap from Sophie with no toe. So that's absolutely fantastic speed there from Sophie. We're going to have a look.
Mammy just went off.
Mammy off the track in the background, and you can just see that must be down there near Conrod Straight. Yes, it is. And Esther goes through. She's into fifth. So again, another good lap there. But she knows she can do better. 2:17s, 2:18s for her at this moment in time. Speed Queen coming through now. Roller Grand also coming through. So Roller Grand stays in sixth. Faster again goes Speed Queen. She's absolutely phenomenal at the moment. She's now 1.2 seconds, but Sophie has got second place from Mammy. So that's a change for position. So need to get this one right now, Mammy, as we have just over 2 minutes to go. So she's lucky across the line now. She might get another lap. It'd be very tight.
I'm going to tell you right now, too, Martine was on a monster lap and had to go and dodge Mammy when she went off the track, and she still got a 2:15. So that's pretty impressive stuff by Martine.
Yeah, and she's up in this sector, personal best by a 10th. So let's see what she can do as she comes through now. Through Quarry Bend. And coming up to the cut-in. Very interesting corner. Very nice corner. He's sweep round. Stay very, very narrow. Off the brake. Just a little bit of lift. And then back on again and try and keep it really tight. Exit wide. Beautifully done there. Climbing the hill now. Fiona Guzza 2:29. Well done, Fee. Great to have Fiona back as well. A little bit of hop, skip and a jump there from Martine. Uses all that track over the curbing. Beautiful. And all these people over on the side looking at Mafili Park there. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Going through the left-hander here. And up to Skyline. Hard on the brakes into the S's. Into the dipper. She's up by nearly 3/10. So this is fantastic. Oh, and makes a mistake. She was going so fast. Saw the purple lights of freedom. And I tell you what, every time you see that purple, mate, you just get excited. It just happens. But again, this could be beneficial here because Martina's got Sophie in front, Sarah Hawke in front, and she could grab the toe as Sophie goes faster again and does a 2:14. So Sophie now into second place, but Martine's going to get a super expensively good toe here from Sarah Hawkey in front. And look at, she's just pulling her in. Absolutely fantastic. So is she going to go down the inside? Sarah's just sort of seen her and go side by side, these two, and into the chase we go. Hard on the brakes after Conrad straight. And again, just that super toe, and there's a bit of contact with Martine, and she's gone round. And Sophie's realised, Sarah Hawkey's realised that, nope, that's not the way to do it, and there's not a lot of time left anyway. And there, oh, Martine's just come out in front of Mammy, and Mammy's managed to get around. Oh, goodness. And Sarah's just pulling over. She's realised, she's gone, oh, man, that didn't want to happen. And again, that's what we're talking about. The super toe is very, very effective, but you have to brake a lot earlier. It's absolutely incredible, as you can see. So across the line they go, and we are into that final lap, but Speed Queen will be able to go round and make sure she can get another win in. But Rollerground in 7th. This could be opportunity for her to try and grab a few places here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that middle of the pack, it's going to be exciting to see how that all sorts out there. Because we got Esther in 5th, Mammy in 4th. Those are really good drivers in 4th and 5th place, and then we know the speed of the front 3. So that's going to be a good top 5 there. I like that. Annalise too has not been. She's had a good run that last race too. Annalise did, so she could be part of that as well.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. I mean, the actual toe, they're all going to get down the mountain straight. Is going to be absolutely epic going into turn 2, the quarry, and that's going to be mental. So here we go. Let's see what she does as she flashes through. She's 8/10 up on the leader. Absolutely incredible. So hard on the brakes we go. So these tyres are starting to work as the fuel comes down. Has she got it turned in? Yes, she has. She manages to tuck the car into the right-hander. Here we go. Down to the straight and into Murray's corner for the final time. And is Sophie going to take pole position? Oh, goes over the track and over the grass and all the track and a little bit more. And is she going to get pole position? Yes, she is by 3/10, and that could have been a lot better. That could have been a 13 dead.
Goodness!
Wow.
That was a wicked good lap. She literally was lawn mowing down the straightaway and still picked her. That was impressive.
Yeah, Sophie's not going to go any better, but I wonder if Esther's going to go any better. She could get a 16 here. That could put her in 3rd or 4th. Nope, she goes a little bit slower. Unfortunate for her. So Sophie's gone through into pole. She's going to be pumped for this race, and she's got some friends now to play with as Speed Queen, because Sophie, our double champion, is back. Look at this. Wow, with a vengeance. Holy Sophie Verstappen. I love that in the chat. That's brilliant. So into 2nd, Speed Queen goes. So Bessie does go slightly faster, which is Rollergrands, but stays in 7th place. Martine's there in 3rd. So interesting start to this race. So let's have a look at those qualifying results. So it is Sophie on pole, 2 drivers in the 13s. That will surely change because Martine was also looking very quick through the sectors. So there we go. Sophie on pole. It's Speed Queen 2nd, Martine 3rd, Mammy Khan in 4th, Esther 5th, and Lisa Wright in 6th. Rollerground in 7th, Sarah Hawkey there in 8th, and then we have Fee there in 9th. Only 9 drivers, but I tell you what, it's going to be a cracking race. Let's get ready to start here at Bathurst for round 2 of the AWRC. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're here, round 2 at Bathurst. Who is going to take it into Hell Corner for the first time? She has the inside line to Sophie, but they are side by side. It's all about the start. We have 5 red lights, and they go out. Oh, there's a roller roll. Sophie's jumped the start. She was so excited to get going, and she's jumped the start, so it's put her right back into 4th place. Great start from Speed Queen. She takes the lead into turn 1, and it's Mammy and Martine. But here we go. Here comes the toe, but Sophie's got around the outside of Martine, and she's now in 3rd. So Martine's having a look. She's looked to her left, and she can see an Alfa Romeo of Sophie next to her side by side. Mammy Khan's had the best start of all. She's now into 2nd place. Esther in the background in 5th. She's got a super toe as well. She's on the back of these girls. Hard on the brakes as we go into the right-hander, and it looks like everyone's through Quarry Corner, coming up to this amazing corner, as I love to call it, the cut-in, as it is called in real life. So Speed Queen there. Oh, Sophie goes slightly wide, but might be the line she's taking. But Speed Queen holds the lead as we're going up through the mountain, Jesse. Great start.
Yeah, the ladies are doing pretty good, keeping everything in line. I was a little nervous coming down that straightaway. I there was a big bunch, and I was like, oh, somebody's going to make a bad decision here. But they didn't. They did extremely well. That was great.
Yeah, fantastic shot here of Speed Queen as she comes through now, the right-hander of McPhilly, and coming through Skyline into the S's for the first time. Hard down on the brakes, just bed the car in, just slowly, smoothly, silkily done as they come through. Everyone looks like they're through. There's no incidents. Oh, Mary goes a little bit wide. That could give Sophie the opportunity round the outside as they go into Forest Elbow, down the dip, and they go, oh, there's still contact between the two of them. We've got to have a look at what happened. And there is Mammy and Sophie still ramming against the wall there. And let's see what happens between those two as they come through the mountain, coming back down the hill. And just a little mistake there from Mammy, and she tried to hold tried to stay defensive, but a little bit of a shoulder barging between the two ladies.
Ooh, big battle for a second.
Sophie's through, back to second place. My goodness me, it's Mammy, it's Martine, and now Sophie. So Martine's now have an opportunity. There's contact, and Sophie's off. Oh my goodness me, spins out of contention and into the gravel, but there's plenty of time in this race. But my goodness me, it's Jesse just pointed it out there. Wow, absolutely wow.
It looked like Sophie came in with too much heat. I think the toe really hurt her there. I feel like she came in, and that's actually what caused the wipeout. And then she just bailed to the right to avoid making a further mess of it. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate for her there.
Yeah, definitely, and it's made it a lot easier for Speed Queen to get away now. So Martine is there. We got she's in second. Mammy's just needs to get herself settled down because she's sort of a little bit nervous at the moment. She's been doing really well, but look, already, watch out for Roller Grand, who's now making her way through. Esther's sort of now got the toe as well, and this super toe is really kicking in on the mountain straight here. Hard on the brakes, the four ladies go, and oh, Esther's again. She hasn't looked out for this super toe, and she's had contact, and it's very frustrating, isn't it? And again, I did say in the brief, you've got to slow down. But that's racing for you.
It's tough, too. I mean, if you haven't practiced with it much and gotten used to that toe, I mean, it's a big change from what you're used to coming in some of these corners. You're going to have, 7-8 mile an hour difference, which is huge when you're picking out your braking points.
Yeah, exactly. Great shout, mate. As you can see, we got Fiona in. She's not that far off the back of these girls. In the cuts, in she goes. There's Mammy, and again in the toe, it's going to be very, very crucial because obviously you're getting speed, you're getting the draft from the car in front, so you're just trying to make sure you get the car settled down into a sort of a rhythm. As you can see, Mammy's now sort of back down a little bit. There is a spinner in the background. Who was that? We just see someone spin out in contention. Who was that? It might have been Sophie. It might have been Sarah. Right, so we're going to stay with Sarah as she goes through into Skyline on the brakes here. Now, what does she do? She just on the brakes, and the back end goes round. And hopefully, yes, Sophie just misses her. And I say yes because I don't want her to have another incident early on in the race because there's plenty of time. 25 minutes to go. And unfortunate for Sarah, she's not in it yet, but anything could happen. 25 minutes to go. So, yeah, Speed Queen in the lead. Martine in second. It's Esther in third with Annalisa Wright. As you said, Jesse, that American, she's there, isn't she? In fourth place.
Oh, yeah, she's a good driver. Oh, my goodness. She found the inside of that corner. My goodness, that was crazy. I'm not sure if it was there or not, but she made it work.
Yeah, Esther was not giving that up, was it? She was tapping the brake, but she did not want to give it up. And then as I go into the left-hander of Murray's corner, we have 5 for second place now. So Esther still finds herself there, doesn't she? She's still in the mix. Great to see. And this is where we got to remember, braking points, ladies, braking points. As do you know what? I think we better look at the view from Sophie's car. Let's see if we can get an onboard. Here we go. So Sophie in the toe. She's going to try and go past Roller Grand. And this is the super toe I was talking about. Straight past the Roller Grand there. But she is now going to get the toe on the back of Sophie. Sophie with a purple sector. Going again, hard on the brakes. Contact between Annalisa and Esther. Really fighting these two. And Esther makes sure she goes through. And Mammy's defending the line. And she's not letting Sophie through. This is great battling already from these girls. Fantastic. And they're sort of now realising what's happening with this toe. They just need to make sure now that they're in that zone, which I think they are now. They seem to have understood what's going on. So it's really, really well done. They've settled into a nice rhythm.
Yeah, arguably we have probably 2 of the best 3 drivers sitting in 5th and 6th right now. I'm wondering, if they can get some good runs here put together and help each other with the super toe, I feel like they can get back into a position where, they can have 3rd and maybe move towards 2nd. That's not a bad opportunity for those guys, as long as they don't battle.
Yeah, exactly. Sophie with the fastest lap, a 2:14.1. So she has definitely got the red mist as all the girls are coming around. Now, is there contact down the bottom? No, it looks like they're all through. So there is Esther. Esther looks like she's come out of that nice and freely. And there is Annalisa Riot. Now, in the position that Annalisa's in, she might be in trouble from Sophie with a mistake, says Jessie. And she's still there. Not on the back of these girls, but a bit of contact with Roller Grand possibly. But there's Annalisa Riot, but is Mammy going to be able to grab that toe? I don't think she is, but Annalisa Riot is on a mission to get that third place from Esther. But what a drive from Esther at the moment. She's feeling very feisty today. She is making sure that she is defending like a trooper.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch. There's ladies are back a little bit, but most of these ladies, 3rd through 7th, generally speaking, are holding with or slightly gaining on the lead because they have, the super toe that they're working with right now. So it's not the worst place to be if you're trying to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Sophie again went off the track. She's got the speed. She's got so much speed in the car. It's just again on the Conrad Straight, just getting that braking down and trying to settle that car down. It's very, very difficult, but she is still in with a chance. She's so much quicker than everybody else at the moment, but Speed Queen with the fastest lap with that clean air. And we should see ladies start to come in after 10 minutes. It is very, very difficult. There's a lot of argy-bargy going on in the chat as well, and again, it's very, very difficult. It is very difficult to race with that super toe and trying to get the braking right, and they're doing very, very well indeed. Still, the drivers all together, Esther and Annalisa. There is Mammy, and again, just need to get into a rhythm again. Very, very tough through the mountain to overtake, so it's just about concentration and making sure you get the best exit off the Forest Elbow to have a go at Conrad Straight.
Yeah, I'm watching too, just the kind of the interval between first and second too. I think that Speed Queen is probably taking it a little bit easy through some of these really tough corners. Oh, as Martine goes off. Oh, and into the wall goes Martine.
Martine is off. And I'll tell you what, this is going to give Esther a massive opportunity here, Jesse.
Yeah, that's going to put her right back in. In fact, she's right almost on her now. So, but Speed Queen is definitely taking it easy on some of these corners, trying to avoid what we just saw with Martine, actually. So it's a wise decision, honestly.
Yeah, and that's not helped her at all, has it? There you go. There is the three ladies together. Esther, Annalise, Mammy Khan, all together with Martine just in front. And I think Martine was trying to push, obviously, for the win. I mean, obviously, it'd be great for her, but I tell you what, she just needs the points. Just get in contention. That 15 points is huge. Absolutely huge, as we see Esther just dive to the right-hand side, trying to get that racing on. Annalisa Wright having a look as well. Hard on the brakes, all the girls as they get very, very close together, and this is absolutely fantastic to watch. It really is. Esther, Annalise, Mammy Khan, there all together, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, as they close up on Martine in 2nd place.
Yep, and Sophie just picked Roller Ground for 6th, so now she's out in clear air, and hopefully she can start reeling into, at least that's what she wants, to start reeling in that pack.
Yeah, great driving from both of them again. As you can see, Roller Ground now goes for the inside line on Sophie. Sophie just went slightly wide, but manages to get it back together. And coming down to Hell's Corner, Roller Ground's having another go, and she just puts the brakes on, and Sophie says, nope, not today. And Roller Grand nearly goes round, but she did very, very well indeed. But now Sophie on the charge, 24 seconds off the lead, but she can see the girls up front. There you go, you can just see them on Mountain Straight. And there's a pass for the inside, and that is that Mammy? Yes, it is. It's Mammy on Annalise, yeah. And that's also Esther dropping down to 5th. So we missed that. We're going to take a look at that quickly, as there's a little bit of contact between Annalise and Mammy there. Sorry, Esther, I do apologise, not Mammy. Mammy now into 3rd place, and this has just really helped Martine, and exactly what happened with Speed Queen out in front. She just didn't get involved in anything that was happening, and she's just away at the moment, so unless something drastic happens like rain, nothing's going to change.
That would be terrifying on this course. I don't think I've ever raced here with rain, but that would be rough.
Yeah, that would be quite painful. Great to see though. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th all together at the moment. Just see Esther in shot, and Sophie is not that far behind now. As you can see, she's coming down through, and again, not quite getting that right. But the determination from Sophie trying to push is fantastic. There's an all from Jessie.
Mammy tried to make a pass and bumped Martine, and she had to back out of it. So now she's falling back into 4th.
There we go. Great stuff, mate. I've got that saved, so we will have a look at that in a moment. So Mammy now back in the 4th, but in the tow. And like I said, if you escape the tow, you need to be about sort of just over a second. You can escape the tow if you're lucky enough. Oh, contact between both of them, and they're both off. Oh my goodness me!
Oh my goodness!
Wow, this is intense. This is absolutely intense.
You know, I mean, you want to look at it, you say, well, somebody bumped somebody or they didn't, but it is not easy to handle this super tow. I will tell you, I've raced with it before. It's not that easy. Mammy's into the pits.
Good thinking, because she's just had a spin. She's come into the pits. Sophie's followed suit as well. She's in the pits. So very early tyre change for these two. So Mammy in, Esther with the spin, Annalisa Wright also with the spin. So won't hurt them too much because they're in the same sort of area. So that battle for third will still be on. But this has really helped Sophie to get back into this race, Jesse, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's probably mouth-watering a little here. I think she can get back in with the rest of that pack.
Yeah, and again, don't want a penalty as you escape the pit lane. As we know, penalties are on. And there's an elbow out. Yeah, there's an elbow out, definitely. Absolutely incredible. So, Speed Queen away and very consistently just sitting in those 14. She's very pleased to be just sitting out there on her own. There's Martine in second, 18 seconds down the road, having to battle with a few corners. Just getting them right, just getting those consistently. As you can see, it's not been too consistent. She can do 14s, as we've seen. Same with that Annalisa. We know she's in the 15s, possible 14s. He has got a blue sector here, nearly half a second, so it does make a difference, but they just need to settle down. Poor Cole, who's on holiday at the moment, he's going to have a massive list of penalties to go through.
You know, and that's what I'm kind of wondering here is that, you know, at first, you think, oh, well, with the tow, you know, you're going to get that monster speed if you get on and behind the tow, but it seems like so many incidents have been happening because of the tow. I feel like maybe being in the tow isn't the best for your overall race. Maybe just being clean and just running, you know, laps like Speed Queen's doing. Maybe that's not the worst thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. It's just saying it's just getting just concentrating, practicing this tow. I mean, as we said it, I said it from the start of the race. And the good thing is, and you know, the idea around it is obviously it's like a DRS system. So we're trying to keep the racing close from everyone, and that's what we're doing here as we see Esther going into the pits. Now I'm hoping that she didn't cross the line there. Nothing's flagged up, which is lucky. But is that a red sign on her car to say she's got a penalty? I think it is. So I'm hoping that's not. There is Roller Grand. She's also in as well. So I'm hoping that's nothing major and they haven't got a penalty. But we shall see. Speed Queen coming up to the mountain now. There is Martine just coming through into turn 2. Quarry Bend, and then we've got Annalisa Wright there in 4th. Sarah Hawkey finds herself in 4th place. Sorry, Annalisa Wright in 3rd. He's in 5th. There is Esther just coming out, so this has been massively beneficial for Sophie. But if Sophie can get past Mammy here, and Mammy's not making it easy, is she? So if Sophie gets past Mammy, that will be an open window for Sophie to really push now, and she's done it round the outside. Great thinking there from Mammy. That could have got a bit messy, but now it's up to Mammy to stay with her now, with Annalisa Riot still not pitted, Martine either. So there's still a potential battle here for second, depending on how everyone comes out, and Mammy's showing a different line there through the cut-in, which is interesting.
Yeah, and Esther's loving that little battle in front of her there. It's going to put her right back into this little group as well. So not a bad situation for her. And she can run some laps, like we said, clean. You know, I have to worry about running into somebody, running over somebody. I haven't seen any bump drafts, but I don't know. Maybe bump drafting is just way too dangerous when you're coming in that. I mean, you know, maybe honestly you could dent a bumper doing it. I don't know. Yeah,
well, I think we remembered, didn't we, that they ain't never going to be doing drafting. If I remember our conversation last time, I don't think there was ever going to be drafting. But just looking at Fiona now, she is coming through Quarry Bend, coming up to the cut-in, and great to see Fiona doing very, very well indeed. And I'll tell you what, achievement if she can. There's still Speed Queen has to pit, so she hasn't got long now. So she has to pit. She hasn't pitted yet. So this is going to be very, very tough. Martine was literally over the curbs as she came through there. I don't think she was going to make it. So into the pit she goes. Annalisa Riot has gone round again, and she hasn't pitted either. So that's going to be very, very close to seeing if they come out in time. Martine's in. Sarah Hawkey comes flying in, hard on the brakes, and overshoots like Gunon in the last, or was it Stolz? I can't remember. It was one of them in the Mercedes over the weekend that went straight on. And Fraga. But there is Mammy in 5th. Sophie in 4th place now. So very interesting. As you can see, Esther's on the back of this, but because she's down by 2.7 seconds, she can't get the toe. And she needs to get as close as she can. So through the mountain, she needs to be very, very quick, very, very efficient.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem with her, but its main thing is she just needs a battle to break out in front of her somewhere. That would help a ton.
Don't know what happened there with Sarah Hawkey, but she got a 4-second penalty as she come out of the pit, so that's a bit crazy. And hopefully the GT7 glitch is not coming in again, because that would be really, really painful. But I tell you what, Annalise is through, and Jessie.
No worries. I think she got a 1 second coming in. She got a little crazy, and then I think she crossed the line on the way out. So that's your 4 seconds, I think.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. Annalisa Riot's still out. So does Speed Queen. And I'll tell you what, I think Annalisa Riot might have made it a very, very good move here by staying out, giving herself that fresh air. You might be able to pip Sophie and Mammy for that 4th and 5th place respectively. So we'll see what happens here as Annalisa Riot comes through into the Forest Elbow. So Speed Queen should
the back end out a little bit.
Yeah, Speed Queen should come into the pits now, and she does. Hard on the brakes, gets the car settled, nicely done, and into the pits. 32 seconds down the road. Annalisa Riot now putting the hammer down, keeping this very, very clean, and very, very close to maybe getting a penalty here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Goes down through into the chase. For lap 8, coming on to lap 9.
Yeah, that kind of chase there is kind of the one place where you don't have the walls really close to you. You can actually get in the grass a little. It's not quite as big a deal.
No, exactly. Great shout, mate. Speed Queen is out of the pits and with time on her hands. Great to see that. So, and Annalisa Riot hasn't gone in. Oh, Annalisa, I don't think she's going to make it. I think she's going to get a penalty here. She's got 1 minute and 20, and I just don't think she's remembered to pit. So
we'll let the stewards handle that.
Yes, we will. So Speed Queen in the lead, Annalisa Riot in 2nd, Martine in 3rd, but it's a net 2nd for Martine with that penalty coming in for Annalisa Riot. Sophie, 3 seconds down the road. She has 11 minutes to close that 3 seconds, and I think she's got it. But Mammy again, she's just dropped off Sophie, unfortunately, and still giving herself a gap from Esther, who's in 6th place. Roller Ground in 7th, just coming through now on the mountain straight. And there is Sarah Hawkey. She comes up to Hell's Corner. Fiona.
Kind of spread out a little bit now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Everybody's got out in their own little island. So we're just waiting for that next mistake. It tightens it all back up.
Yeah, great stuff here. As we see Fiona coming through on the brakes. Gets it done. Nicely done in and smooth. And that's what we like to see. It would be unbelievable achievement if she can get through this 30 minutes. She will be so pleased with herself. So keep pushing. You're doing fantastic there, Fiona. Speed Queen coming down Conrod straight now. Annalisa Riot still there in 2nd, but she will get a penalty. She still needs to pit, but she will get a penalty. So penalties are depending on admin, depending on penalties. So it's either a minute penalty or a DSQ. Like if she pits, it'll be a minute. If she doesn't pit, it'll be a DSQ. So there we go. Martine in 3rd. Actually, provisional 2nd. Sophie now on the podium. And Mammy can see a podium. There is Martine in the distance, as you can see. Lovely shot there. I
think Annalisa just said, forget about it. I'm just racing it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's just decided, no, that's not for me. Oh, Esther's gone round. Esther's gone round. Now, this could give Rollergrand an opportunity here. She's there in 7th. You might see a flash of her car. No, not quite, but that's really dropped her back now for Esther. A bit of frustration there. Incredible sponsorship as well from Esther. Rally driver, sponsored by Thrustmaster. Next gen equipment as well. Absolutely amazing stuff from this young lady.
Oh, she's probably seething right now.
Yeah, I would be as well. I really would. But there is Rollergrand. Now, can she find, well, 5.5 seconds in 8 minutes? It can be done, but we're going to say hello to Speed Queen, who's not put a foot wrong at the moment. Look at those times. They're absolutely consistent as anything. Annalisa Wright in 2nd place. Not for long, though, if she doesn't pit. Martine in 3rd. There is Sophie. So Sophie's managed to close her up 1.5 seconds now. 8 minutes to go. She is really closing her down, and she's not that far from Super Toe. So we're going to keep an eye on that. If she can get any closer before she gets to the Conrod Straight, it's going to be a bit of a battle between those two.
We know this feeling. Everybody's been there if you've raced. You feel like you've run a great race. Everything's going well. You only got a few minutes left, and then you see somebody like Sophie in your rearview mirror, and you're like, oh. And then she just drops a purple. So that's frustrating.
Well, she's literally just dropped a second on Martine. She's now 0.4 behind her, and Martine can feel the pressure. She's all over the track as they go through a Forest Elbow. Kept it nice and clean through there. Did Sophie, a little bit of a grind on the side of the wall like a NASCAR driver, did Martine, and now she has Sophie behind her, and she's closing in quickly. So let's go outside and let's see what we can see. Martine holds the inside line. She's going to make her go the outside. 7/10 faster than the leader. Lovely shot here. Martine might have another look down the inside, hard on the brakes. Oh, both of them hard on the brakes. Oh, Sophie again, just as soon as she gets to that Super Toe. That nervous braking again. And Sophie goes into 3rd, which is provisional 2nd. And Annalisa Wright decided after a huge text message from LB Racing, I'm pretty sure someone just messaged her constantly to make sure she goes into pit, so she will get a minute penalty and not a DSQ. So that was very lucky from Annalise. But this battle is on. Fastest lap from Sophie, a 13.6. And Martine going down the inside, a little bit squirrely, but Sophie should come around the corner there. Oh. And now Martine is going to chase her down. Can she stay with her? Brilliant stuff from these two.
Yeah, Sophie seems to be really struggling coming into some of these corners with just the speed. I feel like she's going way faster than she thinks she is. I mean, it's resulting in some amazing lap times, but in the meanwhile, my goodness, she's just finding every part of the grass she can.
Yeah, exactly. So, was it Fen there? Yes, so if she goes into the pits, she gets a minute penalty because she's over the time. But if she didn't pit, she'll get DSQ. So she has pitted, but she's not in the time frame, which is supposed to be under 20 minutes. Hasn't done so, unfortunately. So that is going to be a bit of an upset, I reckon, with the team. But we'll see what happens. As Go Marta says, Base T, great to see you, buddy. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and share.
Sophie.
Both of them. Both of them went off there.
Goodness gracious. I was just about to say how Sophie was peeling in Speed Queen time-wise, but then that happened.
Yeah, so Sophie comes through, and Martine in the background, you just see her, so braking early there, and then Martine, where is she? There she is, she's gone into the wall, and this could give Mami Khan a podium. So Mami Khan's gone back into 3rd place, and Martine has now found herself back in 4th. My goodness me, this is chopping and changing like nobody's business. 5 minutes to go, and Speed Queen in 1st place. 21 seconds down the road is Sophie. 5.3 seconds behind her now is Mami. So Mami's found some mojo from somewhere. Not too sure where it's come from, but she's now 5.3 seconds behind Sophie and pushing. So keep an eye on that. If there are any more mistakes from Sophie, she's going to be right behind her on the final lap. So Martine in 4th, Annalisa Wright in 5th. But she will get that minute penalty, so she needs to keep the hammer down as much as she possibly can, and she will be taken 4 points off Sarah Hawkey, but not Fee, so she will finish in that 8th spot if anything changes. So Fiona keeps pushing, and Speed Queen slowly catching her up.
Yeah, and I think it's case of consistency for Mammy. I mean, Mammy's just kind of found her mojo there and kept it nice and consistent through all the laps. And as a result, you just kind of see the cars just fall by the wayside. I mean, that's just bound to happen here. I mean, with all those curves, everybody's going to make a mistake somewhere during the race at that time. And so you just have to be there to take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. And as we see, Annalisa Wright there. Yes, there is damage. It's on weak, so it will be damaged, and then for about 30 seconds-ish, and then it will dissolve. I know, it's not very professional, but it just makes it a little bit easier for everybody, and we can keep the racing flowing. So that's what we do. But don't forget, we have got a cracking race here again for the mini mods, 169 turboed minis with the wide arch body kits and fully modified by us at CC Sim Racing. We have a cracking race here and we can't wait for that. Yeah, there is damage, but it does get depleted after 30 seconds. So, Speed Queen, 22 seconds in the lead. Sophie there in second. Starts to pull away from Mammy.
Oh, he went sideways through there, but she managed to hold it. That you got to replay that. That was pretty impressive.
Okay, she was purple as well. And again, it's another one of those, I've got a purple sector, na 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 na. And oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Well done, Mammy. Great save. Great save.
Oh, wow. And we have, looks like Esther's peeling in on Annalise, too, getting closer and closer there. Not far from having a nice little slipstream here.
There we go. So, Speed Queen, Sophie, Mammy, just coming up to Fee now. 2 minutes to go, and she's nearly done it. She nearly done it as Sophie, yes, as Fiona, sorry, should I say. And lovely to see everyone supporting Fee in the TNR club there. So, there's Annalisa. Where is Esther? There she is. So Esther can just sit behind her and just be, you know, happy with that position. But, you know, with 2 minutes to go, really don't have to fight it. I'm not too sure if she knows or not, but...
but we know Esther better than that. Esther is a very competitive driver.
Yeah, very, 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 very competitive indeed. So there she goes, and just seen Speed Queen there. And I don't know what, I don't blame Fiona if she wants to push the limits and really go for it, but I think she can see Speed Queen coming through. There she is. There is our leader, and I'm pretty sure Sophie will. Fiona will do the correct thing. She will see the driver, and I'm pretty sure she'll move out of the way, which she does so.
Yeah, and that's not the easiest place to. Not the easiest place to yield, honestly.
No, exactly.
Tight stuff there.
Exactly. So lovely messages coming through for Fiona. Really, really appreciate it. Lovely stuff. And there we go. Well, it says bring it home, TNR. Look at Sophie using all that track, sliding against the wall there.
Wow. I don't know. Maybe that was the slow down Speed Queen given by Fiona, but man, Sophie just reeled in about 1.5 seconds during that time frame on the lead. She's still peeling it down. I mean, it's down under 20 seconds now.
Yeah, she was flying through there, to be fair. She was absolutely on it going through. But Mammy's still pushing. She is 7.2 seconds behind Sophie, but she is still pushing. She'll be very, very pleased with this. She'll be smiling, and I'm sure she'll be giggling again because she was very happy with getting a podium. She knows she's against some really talented ladies here, especially when you know that, you know, Sophie's this Speed Queen Martine, which she had a massive battle with last time out in the previous AWRC. So Speed Queen will get a lovely lap of honour, so she crosses the line. Sophie might just get one, but look at those times. Yeah, look at those times. Incredible. 13, 14, 13. All low 214s, high 213s. And I mean, that's good enough for a win, that is. Really unfortunate, but she finds herself in second place with everything that's happening in front of her. Fantastic. So, Mammy Khan crosses the line. She will be our first podium person and stays there in third. So congratulations. Martine weaves the tyres and comes back through in fourth after the spin. So she did very well to hold that. Annalisa Wright will drop to the back, and she crosses the line now, but Esther will now finish in fifth place. Roller Grand will grab sixth. He comes through now, and Sarah Hawkey will grab that seventh place.
Actually, I think Sarah is going to be in eighth. I think even.
Oh, yes, you are. Correct. Sorry, yeah, minute 46. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
You are right. So, a minute 46 for Sarah. So, yeah, that puts
Annalise
Annalisa
lost 2
in
spots.
7th place. So, yeah, she's very, very lucky indeed. So that minute penalty sometimes does benefit you going in the pits without, just making that little mistake. But, by going in the pits, it's just kept her in the game, hasn't it? So there we go. So Sarah's coming through. Sarah will take this 8th spot. Well done to her indeed. There is Fee. And Fee coming back on probably the toughest track on GT7, or one of the toughest tracks in the world. It's got to be, apart from the obviously Green Hell. But there is Fee. We're going to keep an eye on Speed Queen. Hopefully the counter does get them both through. There is Speed Queen. She comes around the final corner and she will take round 2. She's done the double. Took it at Dragon Trail and now finds herself winning number 2 at Bathurst, followed by Sophie, who also comes round, comes through Murray Corner for the final time. And what a race it could have been. Incident-packed race, as you can see, using all that track, as we say, and a little bit more. And Sophie takes 2nd place, so well done to Sophie. Is Fee going to get round? Oh, and a purple finish as well. Fantastic. But Fiona didn't quite make it, which is unfortunate, but she'll be very pleased with her performance. But congratulations to Speed Queen, who takes a clean race and the 2nd victory of the evening. And Yvonne saying congrats to the podiums. Well done. Great to see that. And hopefully we'll see Yvonne soon as well, when we do hope you're getting better. Oh, wow, great end to that race. Let's take a look at those results then, Jesse. So it's Speed Queen who took the win, but the fastest lap went to Sophie. Look at that, 8/10 faster than the leader. Wow. Mami Khan in 3rd place. She will get a podium. Martine in 4th. Annalisa Wright won't get 5th. It will be Esther. Then it'll be Roller Grand in 6th. And then it'll be Annalisa Wright in 7th, with Sarah Hawkey there in 8th. And followed by Fiona, who's there in 9th. And I'll tell you what, fair play. Not a bad lap at all, that 2:22. Be very, very proud of that. And I love how Sophie's just put in the chat, I'm an idiot. Love that. So she's actually saying it to herself. Absolutely fantastic. So let's see if we can get a chat with any of the drivers. We do have Mami in. I'm not too sure. Hopefully we'll have Speed Queen in and a couple of others. But Mami now, we'll have a chat with her quickly while we see if anyone else comes in. But Mami, well done. You got that podium, but that was a very, very tough race. And you can see that super toe really did kick in, didn't it?
Yes, it was a crazy start to the race. Incident after incident. Obviously, we'll have to have those reviewed as well. But yes, I am glad after being knocked down, I still managed my podium. That was my aim for the night, a podium. So yeah. I am still quite happy that I managed to get there.
It was a very tough race, and I think I think that all the ladies in general didn't realise how aggressive that toe was down the straights. And it's great because we've got Sophie in the room as well, and I think even Sophie, it really put Sophie out, because she was saying in the chat just before the race that she was faster than most without the toe, which was quite amazing really. But then obviously when the super toe did kick in, it was just like, oh, hold on a minute, my braking point's a lot later than this. But it's unbelievable. But well done, congratulations. And go for it. Yeah,
thank my teammates for helping me practice over the weekend, practicing the super toe and everything. So I just want to thank them all once again. They are superstars.
Yeah, they
and
really are.
To Speed Queen taking a double. So yeah.
Well done, Mami. Oh, super job. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very excited Mami Khan there. Has done it again for TNR. Gets that podium. And let's have a quick word with Sophie. So Sophie, obviously, unbelievable race you had. Oh, somebody's got it's coming through the other microphone, so I do apologise. You'll hear me twice. But Sophie, great race. How difficult was it to get back into the zone again? Because you were fastest lady on the track, again fastest in the race, and it could have been totally different. You could have been battling with Speed Queen at the top there.
Yeah, I kind of made it hard for myself, and then the super toes just you have to brake so much earlier to make the corner, and it's actually an easier car to drive without the super toe.
Oh, so I was going to say something else there at the end. That's okay. But 2:13, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? You must be quite chuffed with that time.
Yeah, I saw 2 purples on the last lap, and I thought, sod it, there's only the 2 of us. I can't lose anything, let's go for it. You see me go very wide at the last corner.
Yeah, don't expect anything less from you, Sophie, and great stuff. It really, really was, and it's just a shame it just didn't happen today. But you've got that second place. It still keeps you into contention. Obviously, having the 4th last time out, but yeah, very well done, very rewarding, and congratulations tonight.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a quick word with our winner, which is Speed Queen. You've done it again, Speed Queen. Obviously, it was made a lot easier with the battles, the consistent battles that were going on behind you, and a lot of contacts, and it just made that clean getaway a lot easier. But I'll tell you what, that had been a very spicy race between you and Sophie.
Yeah, it would have been interesting, actually. I don't really understand how I got away as quick as what I did. I just thought, try and nail first corner, get a good pull, and I broke the DRS rate where they flipped from there, really. And then it was just a case of settle in and not make any mistakes. I think I only rubbed the wall once, which ain't too bad round here. But yeah, and then I didn't really see point in pushing it, really. I just settled in for end. I wanted fastest lap, but there's no point going over edges there.
Yeah, and you said that the other week, didn't you? You literally said about that in the previous race, about just making sure you get into a comfortable zone. You know, you don't have to push the car too much. You're just about keeping it precise and being cool and calm. And again, you've just shown it why, you know, you've won your second race today. So yeah, very, very impressive, and it'd be very interesting to see what happens in the next one. But super job, well done tonight. Is there anyone you want to say hello to?
Everybody did great tonight. Just brilliant, really. Hello to everybody on the stream. Hiya, Dad. My dad's watching.
Love that. Hiya, Dad. And it's funny because
next one.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, and I'll tell you what, the really interesting thing is that that Jesse early on said he doesn't think you're going to be pushing because you've now got that lead. It's just about getting it home, and you did exactly that. So congratulations. Super job. Very consistent. Great to see. Well done.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the stream.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. So there we go. There's our top 3, and that could have been a lot different throughout the race there, Jesse, couldn't it?
Absolutely, and that was interesting that she talked about how she let off. That was wise, because that even the best of drivers, some of those corners can take them out pretty quick.
Yeah, indeed. And you called it, mate. You know, you called it well. You said it straight away, and I'll tell you what, that's why we are commentators. Thank you very much, everyone, and we can't wait for the next one. It's going to be absolutely epic, and I'm just trying to remember where we are, actually, for the next race. I'm going to quickly have a look. I do apologise, everyone, because I should really know this off by heart, and I'm going to quickly rush up. And the next one is Goodwood. Oh, there we go. Someone shouted out. It's a Brit shouting Goodwood. Can't get any better than that. So there we go. We are at Goodwood for the next round. That's going to be interesting with the Super Toe. We might have a discussion about that, I'm sure. But thank you very much, Jesse. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, good to see everybody. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And so join us on Thursday, because we're back here again for the mini mods, sponsored by Leap, live with me and Jesse. And we're back here again at Bathurst. And yes, it's going to be absolutely epic. The guys have been practicing. Adam wants to win. And Butler's back again. But Mikey Humphrey is looking very, very sharp indeed. He practices like an absolute madman. Can he get his first win in 2024? We're going to find out. So thank you very much, guys. That was me and Jesse. And we are CC Sim Racing. We'll see you on Thursday night. Fantastic. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.